Hello, Tema is here. Today we're playing more of Repel the Rifts, and I am trying to focus on a single tower whenever it's possible. So in this video we will see in more details a Blockade tower and Ionizer. So I will skip quickly through the first three waves until we get our first choice of tower. Here's our first choice. So I know that Surge is very strong, but I haven't won a game with Ionizer solo yet. So I want to give it another try. Although I haven't played with solo Surges, I only played with mainly Surges. So I still think I will try it sometime. But here I wanted to try again the Ionizer. So I was debating whether I need to put the second one or not, because upgrading Ionizer improves a lot the damage over time. So I decided that one Ionizer of level 2 may be enough. Unfortunately, as we see, the enemies actually pass by. It kills some of them, but not all of them. So I realized it too slowly. So this was a very short game. Let's see how another one goes. Let's skip through the first three nights. And here we have the choice. So Lancer is a little bit bugged and cannot really do all the work needed. Blockade, on the other hand, I haven't really tried much, so I was curious in giving it a go. But Blockade definitely cannot repel all the reefs by itself. It doesn't really do any damage. So I'm thinking what kind of rules I can come up with that would make this an interesting challenge. So I see that upgrading Blockade increase the health of Barricade quite a lot, and basically I want to use as little number of other towers as possible, and I will not try to upgrade them with shop specific items or by upgrading their levels. So I will try to focus on general tower items, like increase all tower damage, increase all tower fire rate and stuff like that. But mostly I want to see what the Blockade by itself can do. So I immediately upgraded it to level 2 to have a larger blockage on the path of the enemies, and so far my two initial towers seem to be doing fine. I also understand that enemies will be concentrating at the barricade, so I probably want to have a little bit more of sentinels that would be damaging the whole bunch of enemies that stay there. So I placed two other towers, a sentinel and a vanguard. Check the shop, see that these are not upgrades specific to Blockade or not general for everyone, so I'm not taking them. All towers damage, on the other hand, is something that I can see fitting in this challenge. Try to increase the damage of the Blockade, and it did not affect the health of the barricade at all. So this parameter seemed to be of no use for Blockade towers. So I'm going for all towers crit, all towers fire rate, and all towers damage to, well, help them destroy all the enemies that are concentrated at my blockade. And here we see that actually they can pass through it for whatever reason. So it doesn't always work. I'm also not certain how it's supposed to behave with teleporters, because sometimes teleporters get concentrated, other times they just go by. Now, taking a heuristic processor here would be a little bit of a cheating, so I decided no, I would rather take money, because yeah, with the heuristic processor my initial 3-4 towers will be able to dish out so much damage that I wouldn't really need to focus on blockades. So I'm leveling up this blockade as much as possible, because the idea is that my few towers will be concentrated here, where I already have them. So I want as much to keep the enemies as long as possible in this zone where my towers can fire. And here we see blockade specific upgrades. So we can give it regeneration to the barricade, and we can increase its health. So both are useful, desirable. So we will be buying all blockade specific upgrades. Really don't care about the terrain, because I don't plan to expand very far. Here, a unique upgrade, the blockade projects an aura that increases damage of surrounding towers by 10%. Nice one. So all these yellow tiles are now having extra damage. So far the barricades stand quite well, so I am hopeful, but I still want to put more of them, and I want to put this tower to give the 10% damage bonus to my first 2 towers. so far 3 barricades of different levels managed to keep all the enemies away. So here I'm thinking, can I allow myself upgrading the towers or not? And it would be nice, it would be helpful, but I decided that no, it would be out of the focus of this challenge. Here, a unique upgrade for Blockade gives staggered to the enemies that attack the barricade, and it reduces their armor by 2 for 3 seconds. So again, helpful for the rest of the towers to dish out damage. Would be nice to get this upgrade for Sentinel, but it's tower specific, which is not Blockade, so I'm not taking it. Here is the wave of teleporters. Initially they getting stuck at the barricade, but then they start passing through without really teleporting. They just go through. So I was a little bit spooked here and afraid that they will kill my commander, but we managed to survive. So it seems that sometimes there are some bugs with these barricades and the demons just pass through without any resistance. Strength in numbers is not a super broken artifact, and 350 or alternative isn't that much, so I decide that I'm allowed to take it. But I do need more firepower at this point. More regeneration to my barricades, always welcome. More health. Unique upgrade for Blockade. Blockade barricade reflects 200% of the demon's attack back to them. So this is the way for Blockade towers to actually do damage back to the demons. It won't be enough though to kill all of them, so it does not allow me to actually sell all other towers. It might if I have plenty of barricades, but I don't feel confident that I will be able to get enough of them with the money that I get from selling the towers. Although it is interesting to try to solo with this upgrade, but seems without doing any calculations, seems not very realistic. More regeneration, more health. Always want these upgrades. Now, since my Blockade towers can actually dish some damage, it makes sense to put some of them in front so they can damage some of the enemies before they arrive to my main choke point. here is an upgrade, barricade damage reflection increased by 200%. It's not written that it is a unique upgrade, so I assume there can be several of them. That actually makes it much more interesting. So potentially it is possible to outscale the damage reflected by the barricades compared to the health of the demons, because health of the demons grows faster than you can grow the health, the combined health of your barricades, I presume. But I wouldn't be able to test this theory because these guys with protectors, they basically render my barricades completely useless, because all the damage they reflect back on the swarm doesn't go through the shield. So yeah, they quickly dispatched of my barricades and I wasn't able to kill the protectors and I lost. So barricades seem to be an interesting tower with a lot of potential for interesting play. But I wasn't able to survive all 25 waves. So let's give a try to another run, and I see you at day 4. Here we have another shot at Ionizers. So this time I want to play it a bit smarter, and I want to try to upgrade them. Especially I want to put the upgraded versions as close to the entrance as possible, because I believe the demons who are hit by the second or the third level of ionized will keep getting this higher damage per second when the lower level towers attack them. So I believe they would refresh the stack of higher number level of ionized, which means that we can invest some money in upgrading just a few towers close to the beginning of the track, and the rest, the cheaper towers, will be able to maintain this high rate of damage over time. Although this time I also want to focus on the direct damage, because with higher health enemies, the damage over time wouldn't be enough to kill them when they go through the whole path. So I will need, also I won't be able to apply damage over time to shielded enemies. So I will need to have enough damage to remove the shields and enough damage to kill the enemies with more health. So I will be focusing on all types of damage here. I will be increasing their direct damage, their crit chance, their rate of fire, basically everything. Here it says that this upgrade is unique, although I don't believe that it's unique, so it must be just a typo. So here my first tower applies level 2 ionized, my second tower does not overwrite it with the first level of ionized. So I believe all the enemies, even when they arrive to the commander, would still be afflicted by level 2 ionized, so getting 20 damage per second rather than 9. Auto-tuner, one of my favorite artifacts, which will be upgrading my towers for me. So the whole idea of having a lot of lower level towers along the path with high level towers in the beginning kinda seems less useful now, because I can have second level towers everywhere. I just need to remember to keep at least 150 ore in the end of the day. I want for both paths to be going approximately in the same direction, so hopefully I would be able to use one tower to damage enemies on both paths. So I want to maximize the coverage of every tower as much as I can. Here I can spend all my money because I don't have any tower to upgrade, so I don't need to remember to keep 150. I decided to go for this terrain because I didn't want the path to turn upwards and diverge from the lower path. I still want my towers to cover both of the paths as much as possible. I don't have enough money to upgrade the tower, so again can go on the shopping spree. Choosing the path that continues in the same direction. Here I could have taken money, but I like the paperclip artifact. I'm not sure it will save me comparable amount of ore, 350, but it just feels nice to see a locked upgrade to be discounted to 0. I still want to upgrade the towers to level 3 and higher if possible, so I'm interested in this upgrade from the shop. Currently I don't have enough money to do so, but the desire is there. And we have the first wave that actually passes through, and I realize that I'm starting to lack damage. Upgrading the tower to level 3 right about now would be really great, but I don't have the money. And here is this example of discount, which is just pleasant to see. I was lazy to do the math, so I'm thinking, will I have enough to have the free upgrade? I did a very rough estimation and thought that maybe, but no, I didn't. Ionizer unique upgrade increases its damage over time effect by 7%. And another increases Ionizer's rate of fire by 18%, which is again said to be unique, but I don't believe it is unique. At least it exists in different rarities. And the scary wave 15, bosses with ages, bosses with a lot of health, and I don't have enough money to build third level tower, so the best thing I can do is just to build a tower and see if it is enough. Increasing Ionizer's range by 1, but lowering its fire rate, and increase the damage amplification effect by 4%. So I saw very little Ionizer's unique special upgrades in this run. Unfortunately, here now I have basically all of them. I am not sure whether increasing range by 1 is worth decreasing fire rate by a quarter. I can see situations where it can be good, but where it can be absolutely undesirable. I won't really be able to check it because these tanky bosses with ages and a lot of health totally went through all my towers, and here we are. So that were my experiments with the towers today. Thank you for your attention, and I see you in the next one. Bye.